Hey, welcome to AskDan&Mike.com and welcome to our monthly feature viewer email. As you know, we get emails from all around the country from women who are looking for advice, looking for answers, sharing their thoughts and being vulnerable. So Mike and I picked out 3 of what we think would be the most interesting and insightful emails that might help you out, and I'm going to share them with you today. So here we go. The first one is from Mindy, who's 38 from Virginia. Dan and Mike, I've been seeing this guy from out of town for about 6 months. He's smart, successful, exciting, and a really nice guy, and I really like him. He's also 38 years old, and he's been divorced for about a year. We talk on the phone 3 or 4 times a week, and he comes into town on business about once a month, and we see each other. At this point, I'd like to make our relationship exclusive, but I don't know how to ask him about that. What are your thoughts? That's a good question. Well, here are my thoughts. First of all, being a guy who's come out of a divorce, I will tell you that he needs more than 1 year to lock down and decide what he really wants. So the best thing you can do as a female is just open up and give him permission to find out really what he really wants as a man and how he's going to grow. Because what you don't want to do is come in there and put restrictions on him and make him feel like he can't go out and do those kind of things, because that's what he doesn't want. And there's a good chance that maybe his ex-wife was like that. Who knows? The best way to find out about what a man's thinking is to give him full permission to be himself and that it's okay and he can be honest with you. So next time he's in town, when you're on a date, having some drinks or dinner, and you're just in a casual conversation, just get in a conversation with him, and it would go something like this. Let's say his name's Bob. Hey, Bob, I've been thinking about a relationship a bit, and you're such an amazing guy, and I love spending time with you, and we have so much fun together. I was thinking, I really dig you, and I want to make sure that you're on the right track, and you're finding what you're looking for in life, so I want to make sure it's okay that, when you're back home, that you see other women, because I think it's important for you to find out what you really want. Yet I also want you to know that, when you're out of town, I'm going to be seeing other men. And I just want to ask you how you feel about that. Now, see, the beauty behind that question is you didn't threaten him, you didn't come on to him aggressively. You essentially gave him a pass. You gave him full permission to be open and honest and see other women. At the same time, you politely shared with him that you're going to see other men. And the quickest way to find out what's going through a guy's mind is to open the doors. But also they go both ways, and you're going to find out really quick what he's thinking about. And I think that'll open up the doors for some really good conversation. So you really want him to grow as a man, and ultimately you want the man who's right for you. You don't want the man that happens to be in front of you right now. I believe that people come together for a reason in life, and sometimes they cross paths for a month, sometimes it's for 6 months, and sometimes for a year to grow from each other and learn from each other. So since you really dig this guy, and just roll with it. Roll with it and find what you love about the guy and learn learn about men from him. And as long as you're not getting your heart hurt, and that's important that you set it up that way. So that's my advice on that one. All right. Number 2. This is from Jody, who's 28 from Arizona. Dan and Mike, I need your help. And it's written in all caps, so she's got some urgency. I met Mark, who's 26 years old, about a month ago. And we had instant attraction and sexual chemistry. Things moved fast, and we spent about a week together without coming up for air. All right. He told me last week that he had a lot in his mind and he wanted to cool it for a bit, which surprised me to say the least. At the same time, I heard from one of his friends that his ex-girlfriend was back in the picture. I don't want to sound desperate, because I'm really not, but I really like this guy. What do I do? Jody, I got some news for you. First and foremost, if you read our book, you are familiar with the relationship maturity scale. And for those of you who haven't, what that means is that men mature at a slower pace. And a general rule at a man that age, a man who's 26, is really emotionally close to 16 years old. And you're a woman who's 28. So quite frankly, he's so far behind you emotionally from determining what he wants and how he feels. And so you really need to take that in consideration, that emotionally he's not close to you. Even though he's close in age, he's not close in emotional maturity. So put that into perspective. And he's a guy, so obviously guys are typically driven by sex. Not all guys, but most guys. So that'd be a fair thing to say, since you guys connected so well and the chemistry was great, which is fantastic, by the way. So here's my advice. He says he wants to cool it. He's got to get his head together. So welcome that. So, I appreciate that and I understand, and go make it happen. Good luck to you. You've got some insight that his ex-girlfriend's back in the picture, and what you don't want to get into this whole back and forth thing and a guy who's confused and mixed up and immature and got some ex-girlfriend and who knows. So confidently and abundantly say, thank you very much. I enjoyed hanging out with you. You're an amazing guy, and good luck to you, and let him go. Yeah, but use it as a growing tool and let him go, because here's my belief. He will be calling you back. If you let him go like that abundantly and confidently, he will be back and he will be calling you, if not next week, maybe it's 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks later, but he will call you back. And at that point, you're going to have to decide whether you want to see him again, because he might be just calling for a hookup, or maybe he wants to really see if he can get to know you, but that's on you at that point, and I would tread slowly. All right, the last one is from Kieran, 45, from Connecticut. Dan and Mike, I've been married for 10 years. I have 2 beautiful children who are ages 7 and 5, and I'm happy for the most part. My husband still finds me attractive and wants to have sex more than I do, and I'm feeling guilty and like a bad wife. On occasion, when I turn him down, he makes comments about how it used to be. And the sad part about it is, I know it's true. I've gained a bit of weight since the birth of our second child, and I just don't feel great about myself. I need some advice. Well, Kieran, thank you for your honesty and vulnerability, and here's what's amazing is that your husband is still attracted to you. You have no idea how many women that Mike and I hear from that have had children and their husbands don't even make advances on them. They would like to be more intimate and their husbands aren't present, or they're out doing other things, golfing, business meetings, strip clubs, bachelor parties, etc. And they're not coming on to their wives. So the great news is he still finds you attractive. In the research that we've done, there's so many women that have challenges in regards to their body image. Body image leads to self-esteem, and self-esteem has a lot to do with how you feel about yourself sexually. My advice to you is embrace him. Maybe you don't feel attractive, but he finds you attractive, so embrace him. He wants to make you feel sexy. He wants to love you, so make it happen. Embrace your man. Because what you don't want to do is keep turning him down, because it affects his self-esteem as a man. And trust me, he'll find some other place to satisfy his sexual curiosity and his sexual desires, and that's not what you want. You want your man to be with you. So whatever you need to do, turn on the light, turn off the lights, cover yourself up, put on a strobe light, whatever makes you feel happy. But also think about how you can get yourself back to a place where you feel great. Maybe you join the gym or you start walking and get yourself back to a place where you feel good about you and you feel sexy. But my advice is embrace your man, make it happen, make him feel great, keep your relationship going strong. Congratulations on 10 great years. But you got to keep moving in the positive direction. You got to keep growing. This is just one small road bump, but you can make it happen. Well, that'll do it for this month's viewer email. Hope you enjoyed it. My name is Dan Lear with Ask Dan and Mike, and we are out of here. Have a great week.